for you guys this morning. So, the words that kept echoing in my head were, "You are the only thing stopping you." Everybody heard that before? You were the only thing stopping you. That's what kept echoing in my head as I was trying to decide, do I want to go back into my Plexus business? I joined Plexus in 2015 when Alita Allen at the time, who was my best friend, came and knocked on the door of my office. I was working in my husband's shop, and she came barging in and loaded up all of her kids in her SUV, and she said, "We're going into business together." And I said, "I'm running a business. I don't have time for another one. What are you talking about? I'm not doing network marketing, not happening." So she told me about her friend Jen Leaf and what she was making, and my exact words to her were, "Is it legal, and will Jesus still love us?" That was my exact words. She said yes and yes. I said, "Okay, I'm listening, keep talking." So I joined Plexus, and we took off with a jolt. I mean, we were running and going. Alita earned Leaders Retreat. She called me, she's like, "I earned this thing called Leaders Retreat, and I'm not going by myself. You need to figure it out. Like, we gotta go, you gotta go." So we started working. We earned Leaders Retreat in DC that year. We were just talking about it. And it was amazing. I'll never forget walking into that red carpet event. And like many of you probably felt, I walked in and I thought, what am I doing here? I do not belong here. This is crazy. These women are amazing. And I immediately felt this imposter syndrome. I thought, I am not supposed to be among these women. These people were blowing my mind. So fast forward a couple of years, most of you know Alita's story. Her husband passed away. A couple of months after that, my dad passed away. A couple of months after that, her mom passed away. We went through a lot of loss in about 6 months. In that time, our team had rallied and everybody started ranking up. And every month I had the goal of Ruby on my board. And I would tell everybody, "I'm going Ruby this month, I'm going Ruby this month." And every month I fell short. And the tears came every single month. And I'm like, why am I not able to do this? What's happening? So I eventually left Plexus, went back in the corporate world, and then went into ministry for about 4 years. And January of 2021, I noticed my paycheck was, of course, dwindling. You know, it stayed pretty steady for those 4 years. And I said, I'm going to have to start paying for my products. I got to figure this out. Like, do I want to do this? Or, you know, I love my products. And so I logged into my back office, and I had 70 points in my back office, January of 2021. I want that to sink in for just a minute. And I thought, do I want to do this? Because, guys, I was so withdrawn from Plexus to the point where I wasn't following any of my friends. It pained me to see them in Hawaii. And even when I left, and I forgot about this until Alita told me the other day, she said, I said, "Remember you write my name in the sand every year and would send it to me?" And she said, "Yeah." She said, "The last year that I did that, before 2021, she said, you texted me back and you said Hawaii is your dream and it's not mine." And that's when I quit. And that was a lie, because it was my dream. It really was. Sorry. I just didn't believe in myself. I just didn't think that I could do it. I didn't think that I had what it took. And then if I did do it, could I hold it? Would I be able to make it? What happens if I let people down? All of the fears that most of us have felt in this room. And so in January, looking at those 70 points, and I added a few people here and there. I'm like, well, I'll just, start telling people a little bit, make sure the products are paid for. And around June or July, Alita just asked me, she said, "What are you doing? Like, you work your business at the end of the month, you bring on a few people, and then you're gone for 3 weeks again." And I'm like, "Well, I'm busy. I'm running another company. I'm running, a company." And she's like, "You are the only thing stopping you." She said, "There's not one thing that any of us have that you don't have." She's like, "On paper, you should be the one doing this, and you're not. Why?" And those words echoed every day in my mind for about a month. And finally, I was like, you know what? She's right. I'm the only thing stopping me. So I decided in that moment that I was going to make a change. That if my future was going to change, if my life was going to change, if I was really going to live up to the potential that God had placed in me, I I needed to do some things differently. So immediately we have Power Hour 5 days a week where we do mindset coaching for about 30 minutes a day. And I said, I'm not missing a single Power Hour, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We had 2 group coaching sessions that were coming up, one with Alita and one with Alita and Jennifer. I signed up for both of them, 6 weeks long. And I had one-on-one coaching with Alita once a week. So for 6 weeks, 8 times a week, I was working on what was in here. Because guys, this right here is the only thing that will stop you. This right here is the only thing that will keep you from pressing in and moving forward. And we have to get rid of our head trash in order to become the leaders and the women that we're supposed to be, and men that we're supposed to be. We have to do that. We have to do the hard work. And it's not easy to look at yourself in the mirror every single day, 8 times a week, for 6 weeks. But you know what? I had those hard conversations. I sat in the uncomfortable moments. I sat in those questions that were like, why am I not doing this? Because if I know what to do and I know how to do it and I'm not doing it, then something in here is stopping me. And I am the only thing stopping me. So, real fast, a couple of things I learned through all of this. You heard kind of my story. So, I started working my business again and doing all the mindset work. We earned silver stars, and I double ranked Ruby Senior Reading in December, and I was enrolled in March of this year. And then I went back for 3 months. And last month I went forward. And it's all of this journey, you know, and we see each other, we look at each other's journeys, and God, you are among the most amazing people in the world right here in this room. Do you know why? Because this business is simple, but it is not easy. And the reason why it's not easy is because most people are unwilling to do the work, to go forward. And every single one of you are. And think about how much further we're going to go and how many more lives we're going to affect. It was not in God's timing 7 years ago. It wasn't. I wasn't ready. My marriage wasn't ready. My family wasn't ready. Now is my time. And you know what? I am so incredibly grateful that I did not break up 7 years ago. I'm glad this is my time. And this is my story. And you need to be glad that this is your story. You deserve to be here. You worked hard. You can't say, well, I got a rock star. Guess what? I got a rock star. But if she would have come 6 weeks sooner, I would not have coached her the way I did. I wouldn't have been ready for the growth. I wouldn't have been ready to coach my people. It was not my rock star that got me here. It was all the work I did leading up to that. Right? So I want you to believe in yourself and tell yourself, you are the only thing stopping you. When you feel that hesitation, ask yourself the hard questions. Sit in the uncomfortable and see what you can do to push through. Because I don't know about you guys, but I want to be over at the other hotel, you know, next year. And I want all the extra stuff, and I want the yacht, and I want all of those things, but not for me, but it's literally every single person on my team and the lives that we're changing. My team is full of kingdom shakers and makers, and God is bringing the people to my team that I'm ready to lead. And as I'm ready to lead more, He will bring them as well. So you are where you deserve to be, but you can go so much further.